time to
Really?
do that. Yeah.
I haven't done it for a long time. So.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning, Satnam friends. How are you? Welcome to the Wahe crew. I'm Andrea. Thanks for being here with me this morning to practice Kundalini Yoga together. And I have a few friends in the studio here with me. So we're going to be hearing some deep breathing to keep us motivated and moving together. And it's really sweet to have some friends here in the space with me. So with that, we will go ahead and get settled. Do you want a minute to do it?
I don't know how to do it.
Okay, I can help you after. We can look at it because every scarf has a different shape,
Yeah.
you know, and you have to kind of like this one. It might explode at any time. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and get settled. So find your comfortable seated position. If that means you're in a chair or on a cushion so that your hips can be elevated, or if you have nice open hips, just get so you can be seated comfortably. And go ahead and close your eyes down if you feel ready to close your eyes down. Otherwise, just pick a spot to softly focus your gaze. And start to connect with your breath. And we'll bring our hands together in front of our heart center and start to rub the palms. Rubbing our palms to generate a little heat, a little energy. And to send a signal up through the arms into the heart brain that we're entering our sacred practice. And bring your hands together right in front of your heart center. Press the palms with a good amount of pressure into each other. And we bring our hands to our heart so we enter this sacred practice from a state of heart-centered balance. Let's all take an inhale together. And exhale. Inhale deeply again when you're ready. Really fill yourself up and exhale when you're ready. And we'll inhale to tune in, to chant the Adi mantra 3 times. Inhale together. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take your deepest inhale yet. Really fill yourself up. Suspend your breath. Engage Mula Bandha. Lifting from your perineum, your sex organs, your lower abdomen, and really align yourself. If there's any micro adjustments you can make to your spine, make that. Lift your sternum slightly. Pull your chin in slightly. Really find your alignment and then exhale and release everything when you're complete with this breath. And sit in stillness for a moment, allowing all of our cells to catch up and settle into this new frequency we've just entered into. We're going to do a simple series of pranayams or breath meditations to start our practice. So start with bringing your right hand up to your face and covering your right nostril, so your left nostril is free. The left hand can be resting comfortably. You might find it goes naturally palm up or palm down. And begin long, deep breathing through the left nostril to start. You're bringing the breath up to the third eye point. And see if you can do this breath, slowing it down a little bit more each time. So you're inhaling really deep. And then exhaling really full and complete. Through the nostril. Inhale and exhale through the nostril. Thank you for asking. And we're starting with some left nostril breathing because this is a breath that I've been doing in my personal sadhana right now. Anytime I start feeling a little stressed or overwhelmed throughout the day, I find a moment to go to this breath to enter into a state of calm, relaxation, peace, and just give myself a moment to reset. This is the yin side of our body. So it's also a really nice way to start our practice so that we can settle in and settle our nervous system and drop all the things that we carried in with us and just become very present in this moment. The left side, the left nostril connects with the feminine energy, the lunar energy. It's very cooling. And when you complete the round that you're on, release the right hand down and sit in stillness for a moment. Taking a moment to observe how you feel after 2 minutes of breathing through the left side. It's also worth mentioning that our nostrils are switching naturally on a cycle throughout the day between which nostril is dominant. So if you're having a little bit of blockage on one side, we're going to switch to the other side now, and you'll see which channel is more open and clear. So go ahead and bring your left hand up to your face now. And use the left hand, the thumb, to close off the left nostril. And begin inhaling and exhaling through the right nostril. So this is the more energizing breath, the right nostril connecting with the masculine or the doing side of ourselves, the sun energy. And this breath can be very energizing. So if you find yourself throughout the day feeling a little lull or lack in your energy, you can stop, take the space, take the pause to do just a minute or 2 or 3 minutes of right nostril breathing, and you'll find yourself energized and reconnected with your task or your focus. There's so many tools to re-energize ourselves in Kundalini Yoga. And this is a really simple one that's accessible pretty much anytime, any place. Maybe you need to excuse yourself and step into another space if you're in public. But you can always come to your breath. Complete the round that you're on, no rush. Make it a really full inhale and a very complete exhale. And then when you've completed that round, go ahead and release the hand down and take a moment to sit and just observe how you're feeling now after 2 minutes of right nostril breathing, connecting with your own internal energy source. And for the final pranayama of our series, go ahead and bring your right hand back up to your face and start with using your right thumb to close off the right nostril, inhaling through the left, bringing the breath all the way up to your third eye point. And then when you're full of fresh air, use the pinky to close off the left nostril, release the thumb, and exhale through the right nostril. Doing some U-shaped breathing. So you'll inhale through the right nostril. Close off the thumb, release the pinky, exhale left. And then continue with your own pace, making this slow, deep breaths, but inhaling through one nostril and then exhaling through the opposite nostril. And then inhaling that same side and exhaling opposite side. And we're creating a state of balance now between the left and the right hemispheres of the brain. Between the masculine and the feminine. Between the positive mind and the negative mind, finding a state of balance, of neutrality. And this mantra that's worth mentioning is to remove any blocks, to clear any obstacles so that we have a clear path forward. My teacher, Guru Singh, said that he had this playing on a loop for 24 hours a day in the background at his business as he was going through a great period of change. And it helps us to find a clear path forward, removing any obstacle.
I can't hear the mantra.
Let me turn it up a little. And I'm happy to share it after too. Completing one more round. Really take your time so you go through both sides of the inhalation and the exhalation. And when you've completed your final round, release your hands down to your knees and sit, finding your stillness. Beautiful. Just taking a note of how you feel after 9 minutes of intentional breathing. And let's go ahead and move our bodies a little bit. So transition off of your seat and come into tabletop, moving your hands so they're aligned just beneath your shoulders, your knees are beneath your hips. And let's start doing a little cat-cow to warm up our spine. So inhale, dropping your belly, lifting your chin, lifting your tail, and then exhale, round your spine. And I feel like starting nice and slowly this morning. But if you're feeling already activated and you'd like to move more quickly, really just move with the pace of your own breath. Honoring your body exactly where it's at today. Really press into your hands, fingers spread out wide. Press the fronts of the ankles towards the floor so we can get some flexion in the front of the feet. And we're starting to warm up the physical body here as well as opening up the energetic channel of the spine, the Sushumna, where the energy flows along the spinal column. Moving with your breath. This movement is excellent for circulating all of the spinal fluid, getting some flow to the blood. And flushing energy through our entire system. Everything connects back to the spine. And for the final few moments of this, see if you can get a little bit more out of this. What does that mean for you? Maybe you can expand your head back just a tiny millimeter, or maybe you can round your spine just a little deeper, or take it a little faster. Yeah, good. Nice, nice. Inhale, flat back. And then exhale out the mouth. Inhale, tuck your toes under, press into your palms and start to straighten your legs, coming into downward facing dog. When you get here, take any movement that feels nice for your body to warm yourself up this morning. So that might be pedaling the feet. Yeah, it might be flowing through a little vinyasa flow. You might be shaking your head left to right. Find what works for you. And then bring it into stillness. Look up at your hands. Step one foot forward. Step the other foot forward. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, flat back. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, slight bend to the knees as you sweep your arms. Come all the way up to standing. Find a tiny back bend when you get to the top. Maybe we can touch the ceiling. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back again. Exhale, this time bring your hands all the way down to the earth and step your feet to the back of your mat now. Finding our plank pose. You can bring the knees to the floor here to support yourself. Take a deep inhale. And then on your exhale, bend the elbows and lower down to the floor. Come lying on your stomach. Bring your hands under your shoulders if they're not already there. Really press your hands into the floor, and with your next inhale, start to lift your head and your shoulders up. Just a little back bend here, a little cobra, and then exhale down. Next inhale, see if you can rise a little higher. And exhale it down. Last time, inhale, really press into the hands and rise as far as feels good for your spine to find this opening, this roll your shoulders back, open your heart, and exhale, lower it down. And from here, press into your hands so you can press back into child's pose. Keep your arms extended out in front and really reach your fingertips forward so you're finding some length in the arms, some length, some space in the armpits and the lymph. You can even keep walking your fingers forward like little claws, little paws on the mat, if that helps you to keep finding some length. And on your next inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time and come up to seated. If it's comfortable for you to sit on your heels, you can. Grab any prop or roll your mat up, or you can come into cross-legged. Whatever works for your body. And when you get there, bring your hands up to your shoulders. Wrap your fingertips around the front, thumbs around the back. And we're going to inhale, twist left, exhale, twist right. Ideally, your eyes are closed for this, but if you find yourself feeling dizzy, open your eyes and slow down a little bit. And inhale, center. Drop the shoulders down, lift the elbows, suspend your breath. Good adjustments. And exhale, release. Find stillness for a moment. In Kundalini Yoga, we take these pauses so that we can let our nervous system step into the parasympathetic nervous system. And we can go into this state of rest and reset. Let me grab some tissue from the other room real quick. Sorry, I didn't think to have some here.
Thank you.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do just one or two more warm-ups. Bring your hands to your knees. And if you're comfortable seated like that, you can stay. And you're going to inhale, squeeze your shoulders up. Exhale, drop them down. Inhale, really squeeze them up, and you can play with the placement of your shoulders, rolling them forward and back a little bit. To see how you can get the most release when you drop your shoulders down. Good, yeah, going with the pace of your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up, hold. Really squeeze, create some tension here. Really squeeze, and then exhale, release everything. Drop the shoulders down. And then tuck your chin towards your chest. And start to rotate your head around in one direction, taking some nice circles with your neck. Keep the neck elongated as it comes around to the back. So you can open the throat and not compress the vertebrae of the spine. And again, if you feel that you would like to do this more quickly than I'm doing it, you're definitely invited to. You find the pace that feels really sweet for you today. And next time your chin comes towards your chest, reverse directions. And take one more full rotation at the pace that you're going at, no rush. And when you're complete, go ahead and come lying on your back. We're doing a Kriya today that supports our vitality. And it's the Kriya for the glandular system or the endocrine system. So come lying on your back. And then you're going to cross your ankles. Oh. Before you get too cozy, you're going to cross your ankles. And your hands are down by your sides, arms down by the sides. And from here, really ground yourself into the earth. So feel the points where your pelvis is meeting the earth, your shoulders, the back of your heels. And now start jumping your hips left to right. However you can figure out to do this. Maybe it's a rocking and rolling motion. And if you can, lift the hips, the pelvis up off the floor. So I feel my elbows supporting me. I feel the back of my head, my shoulders supporting me, my feet really planting into the earth, and you're jumping your hips. I'm sure that looks great on YouTube if you're just turning in. So try it. Yeah, nice, good. You've all got it. Good job. And we're working today with the glandular system, the endocrine system, because the glands are the guardian to our health. They are the source of our mental energy and increased awareness, and they generate and circulate all of our hormones. And so we're doing a really specific set of asanas today to connect with all of the glands in the body. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. So that we can get those glands secreting and getting us to a state where we feel really juiced up and really vital, full of our life force energy. So yeah, stay with it. You all are doing really good. I know this one is challenging. And I think that this is actually going to be systematically working up through the body. And so this is specifically working on the glands of our reproductive system. So male, female, whether you have testes or ovaries, this is working on that system. We're stimulating energy and secretion of hormones in the reproductive glands. We're almost there. Do your best. Really move. And bring it to stillness. Release the cross of the ankles. Let your arms fall up by your sides. And find stillness. So activating our production of testosterone for men. Of our progesterone for women, activating the secretion of the glands. These postures are scientifically very powerful to stimulate the glandular system. And the yogis believe that if the glands are secreting, life is a little better. A person feels happy. We're also just working on the kidneys. And making an adjustment to the glandular system to help us recover from depletion. So staying lying on your back, bend your knees into your chest, and then straighten your legs and point your feet up towards the ceiling. And begin making circles with your legs in opposite directions. So you're making 2 different circles with each leg. And long, deep breathing. Yeah, good. This is adjusting the basic pelvic rotation. The pelvis can really go out of alignment. And when it goes out, it makes you old and causes a shortness of breath. So it's recommended to do this exercise every day. Yeah, good. Making nice circles here with the legs. If we feel stressed or depressed, we can do these simple things to support our glandular health. And when our glands are supported, they support us. So making circles with both legs, long, deep breathing, about 30 more seconds of this. It's also an excellent practice to do some inversions like this. So lying on our back to reverse the flow of the blood, to use gravity in our favor to get some blood flow reversing through the legs and up to the heart. And bring the legs back to center and hug the knees into the chest. Take a little break here. You can rock left to right if that feels nice for you. Taking a couple of breaths here. And now extending both legs straight up again. Keeping the 2 legs together, you're going to begin circling both legs in the same direction. So making one big circle with both legs connected. And long, deep breathing. Arms are down by the sides. You might find yourself engaging your core. This is definitely a little core work too. And do your best with this. Kundalini yoga can be a little challenging at times. And yet we keep coming back for more. So digging into yourself, finding your inner energy, your commitment, your focus, and really staying with it. Yeah, you all look great. Nice. Good. Making one big circle with both legs. Circulating the hormones that we're activating, the secretion of the hormones, and then using this movement to help circulate that through the body. And now for the final few seconds, you're going to add your arms into it. So bring your arms up and start rotating them in the same circle as your legs. And this is the final part of this asana. If this is too much on your low back and you need the support on your low back, Keep your arms down by your sides or tuck them underneath your pelvis. Otherwise, bring your arms into it and do your best to coordinate big circles with the arms and the legs. Good. You're almost there. This exercise keeps you going, flowing, and young. It should make your cheeks red. Secreting these tiny but powerful hormones. One more circle, and then release it down. And completely release everything. Nice job. Good job. Really release. Let yourself lie on your back. So this class in Vitality that I'm taking right now has so many yogic secrets for how to really tap into our own energy, to find the energy that we need to live this life, to not feel depleted or overwhelmed or fatigued. Vitality gives energy to heal your personal history, to unite and balance our weaknesses with our strengths, so that we can truly thrive and be authentic. So even our shortcomings can bring us gifts if we accept and transform them. Okay, one more asana on our back here. So the arms are down by the sides, legs are out straight. We're going to do our best to lift the legs up, keeping them as straight as possible, and bringing the head and shoulders and the upper part of the body up as well, and making a V with your body. Do your best. If you need to bend your knees, or if you need to have your hands on the floor to support you, you can have your hands down and your arms behind you. And we're going to be sitting in this V shape and long, deep breathing. Yeah, good. Find what you can do with it. And now start trying to move your knees towards your nose. Just a few rounds of this. Do your best. Do what your body will allow you to do. Use your breath. Inhale deeply, exhale deeply. You can do one leg if that's helpful. Knees can be bent. And release down onto your back. That was enough of that one. Oh, good. Nice job. There's an advanced version of that, but we didn't even go there. Oh my gosh. Whew. And hug your knees into your chest and start to rock and roll along your spine, or roll onto one side. And we're making our way up off the floor. And then coming first into tabletop. And then kind of into down dog. The knees can be bent, but you want to have both hands and both feet on the floor. So bend your knees if you need to. And then we're lifting opposite hand and opposite foot. So left hand and right foot, right hand and left foot. And this is our next asana. It's so much better doing this with other people in the room because it looks a little weird on YouTube when people are jumping in. So if you're just finding this, welcome to Kundalini Yoga. And I invite you to jump in and start practicing. We're lifting opposite hand and opposite foot. This is really good for circulation and wonderful for the nerves. See if you can move like you're dancing. Stay with it. Do your best. Find whatever pace you can move at. Yeah, you're doing great. Good job, yogis. Activating our vitality. Pushing past our perceived limitations. Do a couple more on each side. Move like you're dancing. And then release. And come seated in an easy pose. We're supposed to build up a sweat at least once a day. And I know I am.
That did it.
Yeah, good. And make yourself comfortable. Find stillness for a moment. Allow yourself to regulate. And bring one hand and lay it flat on your heart. And then cover it with the other palm and lay that flat on your heart. And begin revolving your torso around your hips, making a circle with your torso, with your spine around the hips. Eyes are closed down and gaze is focused at the third eye point. So this Kriya is really focusing on the endocrine system, the glandular system, which includes the pineal gland and the pituitary gland. So that's why our eyes are closed and the gaze focused at the third eye point. We're really activating those glands in the brain to secrete melatonin. Can't remember everything they secrete, honestly.
Dopamine.
So many things.
Dopamine.
Dopamine, yes, thank you. Anyone else know anymore?
Oxycontin.
Oh, oxytocin?
Oxytocin.
Yeah.
DMT.
Probably DMT,
I've heard
yeah.
that.
Yeah. So all the good things, right? So that's why we have our eyes closed and our gaze focused at the third eye point, is to activate the secretion. We keep our chin tucked in slightly because we're working with the thyroid and the parathyroid, activating the secretion in those glands. Long, deep breathing to reach all the way into our internal organs. We're rotating like this, creating secretion in the adrenal gland and the pancreas. And we rotate to create this circulation. So we're activating all these glands with the movements and the breath. And then rotating the body to create this circulation throughout the entire system. So really rotate yourself, circulate yourself. That's what the endocrine system does, is it generates and then circulates hormones. And so we're giving it a little boost. We're supporting that system. The source of our mental energy. Our bodies are really so amazing. It's so fascinating, this system, this intricate design of this system. I practiced this Kriya and did some studying on the endocrine system early this morning. And then when I was in the bathroom getting ready, I was just thinking, wow, I'm so fortunate to have this practice of Kundalini Yoga is going to keep me so vital and healthy and strong. And to have discovered it at this point in my life, so I have it to support me for the rest of my life. It's really such a gift. So you're making a really complete revolution of your spine. You're giving yourself a chance to unclog yourself, to unclog your life. The reason I even took Kundalini Yoga teacher training is because I've been practicing for about 4 years, and I knew that the practices worked, but I didn't know why. And I wanted to start to understand on a deeper level. I never even thought I would be a teacher. I was just curious. What is this? How is it working? Why do I feel so amazing when I practice Kundalini Yoga? Or sometimes not. Sometimes, I was finding myself, because I wasn't in a really good position in my life at that point, and I would find myself an emotional heap of crying tears on the floor in the class, surrounded by 30, 40, 50 other yogis, but it was that release that I needed to make a breakthrough in my life. I just knew that it worked. So it's cool to get to understand why a little bit more. The specific parts of the body and the energy body that we're working on.
Do we stay in the same circle?
Yes.
Do we rotate?
Yeah. Same direction. Hands stay the same. And it didn't specify the direction. So I imagine our intuition is guiding our body in the direction that we need to be rotating. And bring it back to center. Take a deep inhale. Suspend your breath. Engage Mula Bandha. Lift from your perineum, your sex organs, your lower abdomen tucks in. Lift and lengthen your spine. You can sip in a little more air through the mouth like a straw. And then really reach up. Spine long and straight. Make it a pillar of light. And then exhale, release everything. Gently open your eyes, and we're going to make our way up to standing now. So come all the way up to standing. And I hope you yogis on the YouTube can hear the music. The music is an important part of this next one. So I'm going to turn it up. And you're going to close your eyes and dance. And move your body in any way that feels really good for you to continue circulating these secretions that we're creating. So close your eyes. And you can let your body move however feels good for you. We close our eyes down so we can go inside ourselves and find the movement that your body needs. love the Kriyas with the dancing movement in them. Bring a little dance party. See if you can move all parts of your body. We're really circulating the hormones, the energy that we've been generating. Move your arms, move your hips, move your head. Stay with your breath. Thank you for the reminder. Keep your eyes closed. We're coming into the final moments of this. And find stillness wherever you are. Take a deep breath. Exhale out your mouth. And come back to seated. And as soon as you get seated, interlace your fingers. Raise your, sorry, let me readjust this. Okay. Interlace your fingers. Straighten your arms, flip your palms over so the palms are facing the ceiling. Long, straight arms. See if you can bring your arms as close back to your ears as possible. Good. And long, deep breathing. One more long, deep breath here. Stay with the breath and begin circulating the arms. Final rotation. We're doing this for less than a minute, so do your best. Move your shoulders. If your shoulders are tight, really breathe even deeper to help find some looseness, find some space in your shoulders. We're not doing this for long. Just a few more rotations. Make a big circle with the arms. Keep the arms as straight as you can. Yeah, great. All of you look so good. Inhale, center, straighten the arms. Sip in a little more prana. Find your stillness, expand yourself, Mulaban. Arms a little straighter. And exhale, release. Finding your meditative posture. We complete this practice with a little bit of chanting. So find a seated meditative posture that you can maintain. Close your eyes down. Gaze is focused at the third eye point. We're still stimulating the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, and now with the chanting, we're going to create a vibration in the brain. So that changes the frequency of the secretions. And we're going to start by chanting long sat and short nam. It's a really long sat and a short nam. Let's inhale together. One more time. One more time. And now we're going to chant Waheguru, which Wahe, like the Wahe crew, means wow, wondrous. And Guru means teacher, from dark to light. And we're just chanting this in a monotone over and over and over. And it sounds like this. Let's inhale together. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Inhale. Suspend your breath. Exhale, release. Last mantra, we're going to chant Har, Har, Hari. Har, Har, Hari. Har, Har Hari, Har 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 Har Hari. Inhale. Bring your hands into prayer pose at your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Suspending the breath, really focus, concentrate on the energy of the heart and the hands together. Sip in a little more breath if you need to, so that you can hold your breath. Suspending your breath. Focusing on the energy at the heart. Keep the hands where they are. Exhale. When you're ready, inhale deeply again. Suspend the breath and focus on the energy of the heart and the hands. Sip in a little more air if you need to. We're still holding the breath. Keep the hands where they are. Exhale. One last time, deep inhale. This time, bring your focus to your third eye point. Really focus your gaze at the third eye point, suspending the breath. If you get to the point where you feel like you need to exhale, sip in a little more air through your mouth. Fill yourself up so you can hold the posture, focus at the third eye point, really activate this point. Hold, hold, hold. And exhale, release. The Kundalini is where the entire wealth of the universe and the heavens are. Where the Kundalini is awakened, all corners bring gifts and salutations. It is the most divine power of God. It is God's thunderbolt. Please make your way into lying on your back, coming into Shavasana, letting ourselves find our rest, our relaxation after such a beautiful Kundalini practice. Really good work. Way to meet the challenges with grace and dignity. You come lying down on your back, letting your body relax, settling in. Letting everything soften and surrender. And letting the waves of the gong wash over you and through you now for the final moments of our Kundalini practice. Sai Hoa Sachada Sachadoa Up Sai Hoa Sachada Sachadoa Har 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 Har. Start bringing a little movement into your body. First your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet. Taking your time, finding some movement. Stretching out long. And giving yourself a hug, hugging the knees into the chest. And then making your way up to seated as you're ready. However you feel like you can best get there. And bringing the hands back to heart center, rubbing the palms one last time today to seal up our practice. Bringing the hands to heart center. We'll close with a long sat and a short nam. Truth is my name. Let's inhale together. Thank you for the wisdom of these practices and for giving us the tools to take care of our bodies and our energy. And to give us awareness, expanded awareness, always growing, always learning, always deepening. Satnam. Thanks for being here, yogis. I'll see you next week. As always, you can reach out if you have anything you want to share from your experience with this class, and we love hearing from you.